What was the first question?
Why are you joining?
Why did I join band?
Yeah.
Oh. Perfect.
Okay, go.
Okay, fine.
Okay, go.
I think the reason why I joined band was because, I don't know, in I think 4th grade they had us do like one of every kind of thing, like dance, art, and I chose band. And I like playing my clarinet, so that's why I got into band, I guess. Plus I wanted to play drums. What was the second question?
Why you stayed in band?
Why did I stay in band?
Yeah.
Well, I was planning on playing the drums, but I had to have 2 years of piano before I could do the drums, and I liked playing my clarinet, so I stayed with my clarinet. I loved it playing so much, and all my friends were in band, and I just kept at it. So much fun. I'm so glad I did it. What was the last one? What was the last question?
Advice you have for
What advice do I have?
Why do you not speak?
Because it picks up my voice more.
Because she's closer to it. Any advice I have? Stick with band. It's a great experience. Fantastic time, especially on the buses. It's a great time, and you learn a lot. It builds a lot of character. Is that it? Okay.
Why join marching band? When I was little, I wanted to learn an instrument other than piano. My parents made me and my siblings take piano lessons, and fell in love with the saxophone. You know, the little kid thingy that used to be really cool and stuff. Well, I enjoyed it and continued playing it. My older sister, Joanna, joined marching band, and I wanted to join as well. So when I got to high school, I joined. Why take marching band through your senior year? At first I thought it would be cool, but then I fell in love with the band. When the whole band was playing a meaningful song and you get the chills, that is why I love and continue band to my senior year. Advice: practice and enjoy the company around you. Jonathan Nilsson.
Why did you start band?
Why did I start band?
Yeah.
Because my older sisters did it, and I'm like, okay, this will be cool. So I did band, and we had a trombone just sitting around.
So you played that until you switched to French horn because you're a cute girl. Cool.
Okay.
Why'd you stay?
That
Why? Nothing.
So I stayed in band just because it was lots of fun, and we did a lot of cool things and played cool music. Even though that one song on trombone, we were both positioned the whole time. I remember that. What's the next question?
Any advice you have to next year's band?
Any advice? Practice, and if you're a marching band, pass off your music as soon as possible, and then your life is a lot easier, and you don't get harassed by the people above you.
Oh, I'm going? Okay. Oh, yeah, thanks for that, Logan. So I joined band because we owned a trombone, because my dad played the trombone in high school, and we didn't own a string instrument, and I didn't like to sing. And then I stayed in band. What? Okay, I stayed in band because I had nothing better to do, and I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So my advice to people who are in band is to stick with it, because it gets a lot more fun as it goes on and on and on for 7 years. So
Okay, so the reason why I joined band was mainly because of my older siblings, and I thought that it was a whole lot more fun than orchestra. And just like the I did try orchestra for 5th year, and and yeah, I just did not think that it was very fun, so I switched to band, and I stayed because of the people, the directors. They're really, really supportive. My advice to upcoming band people is to practice, get things that you need to learn, first off, because if you put it off, then it just creates a lot more problems later on, and it's just a whole lot easier and a whole lot stressful if you just do it. I learned that from experience. Just do it right off.
I started band just because it sounded cool, pretty much, and like saxophone. Yeah. In 5th grade, it was like cool. Let's play saxophone. Anyway, yeah. So, and then I don't know. Over the years, it was just stay in band because it was band. I had a couple friends in band, and then it was band. Yeah, so band is the only thing that actually makes me want to come to school. So music is awesome. Yeah. You guys are gonna cut this, right? Hey. There's a time to work and a time to play. You have to know the difference between the two, and if you're doing things right, the work is usually enjoyable. At least for me.
Whatever you were gonna say on that paper that you threw away, say that.
Okay, well, I started band in 4th grade, not here, and I saw someone playing a band instrument in a fair that they had about extracurricular activities in 4th grade. Woo!
Yeah, nice.
So, turns out it was a trombone. Didn't know what it was at that time. And so, since I didn't know what it was, I remembered my grandpa played the trumpet, and so I decided to play the trumpet, and it was really cool. There wasn't really enough kids to do a band, so every couple days during the week, we'd get pulled out to go learn basics on the trumpet, which was pretty fun. He was a cute boy, so. Then I kept up with it, and I made friends in the different bands I'd been to, moving around and stuff, and it was a lot of fun, just playing with my friends. And then I moved here, and it wasn't just a couple of friends that I had in band, but like the entire band were my friends, and that was pretty awesome. So I have kept up with it. I enjoy it a lot. I find that it's really fun, and it's a cool skill that I've learned. and I don't know what they're doing, but it's making you guys laugh, so.
I'm gone now.
What were the other questions again?
I think that was it, and then just like advice you would give to next year's
Right.
band. Yeah.
Okay. First bit of advice is practice. For the first couple of years, I didn't really get that, the value of practicing, but now I do, and I do a lot, and it's really beneficial. Even after you've learned the piece, still practice so that you have that level of knowing it maintained. And then the second piece of advice is to make friends, make band a fun place, and it'll really make all the difference. That and practicing, and you'll have like one of the best experiences ever in band. So yeah, keep going.
If I had any advice for those who are in marching band this next year, firstly I'd say to take pride in what you're doing. Whenever you put on the uniform, remember what you're a part of. You're a part of the Madison Marching Band, and take pride in that, because there's not another group anywhere else that's like us. And the second thing that I'd like to give you advice on is to enjoy every moment of it, because 4 years might seem like a really long time, but it's not, and it's going to be gone before you know it. So make sure you enjoy every second of marching band.
Okay. No, yes.
Okay, she started just barely.
Okay.
There you go.
You want to start again, or can I
No,
add this
just
later?
finish
Okay.
the question.
Well, to answer the first question, the reason I joined band was actually because I wanted to play the tuba, which ironically I never actually played the tuba. I played the baritone and then later the trombone. The reason I stayed in, I think, was because I really enjoyed playing the instruments that I had, and I also really enjoyed the environment I had because I had friends everywhere that I knew I could count on. And the advice I would have for people in marching band this year is to make sure you live it all, because you only can do this once. And it's an incredible environment where you take 100 people that all have different backgrounds and you make one big cool show. And so don't take that for granted and live it up.
Okay, so why did you decide to become a band director?
Early on in life, I found that music classes were very inspiring to me, and I wanted to get involved with music and share the gift of music with others. What better way than to teach it? I haven't quit yet because you kids are still fun to work with, and so at that point it's so fulfilling. But the time may come.
I don't remember the third question.
What advice do you have for the kids?
The band students, practice hard. And practice hard being the kind of band member that you would want to have in the band that you run. In fact, the question, what kind of band would this band be if everyone in it was just like me? That's a good thought, good question. And you know, want to have a great experience. It only happens when we all work together.
Cool.
Seven.